Gordon, can you give us firstly on a wee injury update? I know there were a couple of guys that pulled out last night.
No, there was a couple of guys pulled out Saturday night, so there's nothing come up over the last 24 hours. So well prepared, guys were good, give us an early call. James MacArthur, bad back, really painful. He getting treatment today and seen a specialist today, and if he feels that he can make it by the weekend, then he'll definitely be up, he said, so that was fine. But we're no banking on him, and we wouldn't force him with an injury. Matt Phillips has been out with a hamstring injury for about a month. Matt was very unlikely to be here, and we wouldn't take a chance on a player who's not played for his club. It's no our right to do that. And Grant Hanley, who got back into the Newcastle team, has unfortunately hurt his foot, and he'll get seen a specialist this morning. And it was too painful for him. And if it's painful for him, it must have been painful, that's for sure.
James Morrison, what's the chance of him?
James is okay. He's getting looked after today, but he's put himself forward. He's had a bad injury on Tuesday there, but he's come up with us, and he should be available for the weekend. That's where the blessings of his club. So that was good.
And Liam Cooper has come into the squad as well.
Yeah, Liam played on Saturday in a good game, big game, a good atmosphere, pressure situation, handled it well, and he's feeling good about himself. So we're delighted that Liam could join up with us.
It's a pretty short time you've got over the place between now and Wednesday night.
Yeah.
What do you do then in terms of picking a team that's going to do what you want them to do on Wednesday, but bearing in mind that Sunday is the big one?
Yeah. First of all, as you notice our squad, there's a lot of players don't play regularly. There's quite a majority of players don't play regularly, so that's what we're using the game for. First of all, we're using the game to win, to make us feel better about ourselves, and these guys have not had a game for a while to play as many minutes as they can. So there's a balance needed here. Like we trained today, and you've got between how much do you do? Do you intensify the load for the guys that know it many games, or do you lower it back for the guys who had games? So try to get that balance is imperative. So we've got to try and do that today at training, because we never come to training and just waste the minutes away. We feel there has to be something within the training that will help us towards our goal of winning on Sunday and being well prepared for Wednesday.
So you can't presumably play a full strength team on Wednesday night, because that's not necessarily it's going to benefit you for Sunday.
I'd hate to call it full strength. It's about demeaning for the lads who are playing, but I think it's an opportunity, which we've done many times, of people playing and people saying to us, you can't leave us out. So I'm looking forward to that.
The Celtic lads, they played yesterday.
Yep.
Will they be involved at all Wednesday?
No.
Not at all.
No. They played a fair amount of games over the, if you look at it, Brownie's up to 40 odd games. So we have to look after people like that. And Stuart's played a lot of games. Kieran's played every game that he could possibly play in, apart from the injuries he had. Craig's played a lot.
On that, debate going about players that haven't played at club level against players who are playing all the time, how much of a balance is it to find there? I think certainly looking at the squad, a lot of the defenders and midfielders did play 90 minutes at the weekend. Does that give them an advantage over the guys who've not been playing?
Well, if you look at the strikers, we had 5 strikers, only one of them started, and it just didn't happen last week. It's happened before, but that's the way it is. If you go further down the pecking list, you'll find that that's the same with most of the players. So that's where we are at the moment. But that's not a problem. We've dealt with that before.
Is there a challenge there for guys who maybe not been in that many squads in the past to use Wednesday as a showcase to get themselves in?
Yeah, as I said before, that's I've got I know how I'm going to play on Sunday. We now know how we're going to play on Wednesday with the group we have, and what will suit the players. Because there's no point in bringing players in and we play them out of position that doesn't suit them. That's alien to them. So we'll try and get a system that suits most of the players that are going to be playing on Wednesday night.
Have you pretty much decided on your team for Sunday, or is there an opportunity?
No, I know the system. I know the system that we've got to play, and because they can play either 2 systems, and we'll make sure we're right for that. So I know how we're going to play, because there's nothing more disappointing for everybody if we play and somebody gets injured during training, That can disappoint the coaching staff, it can disappoint the player himself. So we know how we're going to play. It's just picking the right players for that game.
What do you expect from Canada?
Hard working. They're a hard working side who are always developing. Obviously, that's not a national sport, soccer. So they're a hard working side. They like to get forward. They like to get the balls in the box, and they've got a bit of energy about them, which I imagine from North Americans, Canadians. They've got that energy about them, enthusiasm, and a lot of the guys that want to get a couple of guys that we know that play in Scotland. So we know all about them really. So we'll do our work on them, and we'll do more work tomorrow on Canada. There'll be analysis on Canada tomorrow night as well. So I'm sure that they'll find the Canadians that we'll give them as much respect as we can, as long as they understand that the next game for us is a huge game for us as a football team in our country.
Returning to the Celtic players, Gordon, did you have a conversation with Brendan Rodgers about?
I spoke to a lot of people at Celtic, and they're quite happy with that, because they were playing on Sunday, had a lot of games, and they're not part of this build up today, because they only do a warm down probably, so they can't really be involved in what we've got to try and do today. So again, it's unfair to asking players to go back out and train on a day like this and then say to them, well, you just filled in for a couple of lads. But I'm sure that'll benefit the Celtic lads as well after their game yesterday.
You hoping you get a walk-up crowd to boost attendance on Wednesday night?
We're hoping that. We're hoping that. We're hoping that the side that we announce, we might announce that a bit earlier. But you never know. So we'll talk to the coaches about that. They're going to see a side we've got to play with high energy, and we've got to play in attack and try and do a lot of good things that people like to see. So it's no easy at this time of year for everybody, fans and players, because it's a hard time of the season where you can see the final hurdle, but it's hard work getting there. If you ask the guys in promotion battles and things like that, or relegation battles, it's a hard time. It's a hard time for the fan as well. But we'd like them to be along there to give us that support, because we need it. We really need it. Every team needs that support. And we've got it so far. There's a disappointment with the Scotland fans at the moment. We understand that. But what we've got to do is, over the next couple of games, but especially Sunday, is make them feel better about themselves after the game on Sunday.
Is this an occasion where you could name your team 24 hours in advance?
I could do that, Ronnie. I could do that. And we have to think about that today. We have to think about that. But all the preparation has been, what's the training when we met up last night, what we got to do. Do we train indoors because of the conditions just now, or outdoors? That's the decisions you have to make in the spur of the moment. So we've decided it's outdoors just now, but if it gets worse, we're prepared to go indoors, and the dimensions that's been set out there will be set out there as well. So that's been the beauty coming here, that we can set up for two types of weather conditions.
What do you think of this place as a complex?
Oh, smashing just now. We've enjoyed the setting up. As I said to you, the good thing about it is if it gets too windy, it gets too wet, then we can come indoors, which is good.
Gordon, you mentioned the fans' disappointment being kind of understandable. When you think for your first year or so, the fans were really buying into, even at the end of the campaign, you'll remember, against Gibraltar.
There was 12,000 fans who clapped the team for their effort. That's absolutely right, yeah. And then after that, we had 2 wins on the trot. But since then, we've not done as well as we'd like to do. That's for sure. And because of that, there's a huge disappointment, because we got so close and the expectations were so high. But they can all be changed by one result. That can all go on Sunday, and whatever's happened over the last 3 or 4 months. But I've got to say, what the feedback I've got is that everybody thought the players against England did as well as they expected them to do. What they didn't expect was 3 shots at goal, 3 headed at goal, and 3 gone in. So I've got that, but there's a chance on Sunday to change the whole thing, and that's the great thing about football, that you can change the whole atmosphere with one result.
Do you think the relatively slow ticket sales for particularly the game on Wednesday night reflects a general kind of apathy amongst the public towards the team at the moment?
No, I think there's enthusiasm for the players, but whether there's an appetite is very hard for fans, no matter what club you're at. I'm sure that if you ask most clubs, are you doing well? Obviously, you're selling tickets. You're not doing well, not selling as many tickets. And that's football, I'm afraid. We have to change that, you know. Hopefully we can change that with a good result and good performance on Wednesday. But the main thing is beating Slovenia on Sunday.
With that, how you're so professional and the players are so professional in terms of preparing for Wednesday, but how do you avoid thinking about Sunday?
I can't. No, I can't. I'd love to say you're put in a compartment over there, but it's overlapping at times, which we do. And I think Canada would understand that as well. I would understand that for them if they had a big game coming up and they're qualifying. I would understand that totally. So it's not being disrespectful for anybody. It's just making sure we're prepared. And we have got staff and players that can cope with these two games.
With Tom Kearney, obviously just a minute ago, Gordon, he and Stuart Armstrong, you brought in, both add to that almost embarrassment of riches.
That's right.
In that area. Is that a slightly perplexing problem for you that you've got so many good players in that area?
It is, because there's people in these areas. I was looking at this morning, ticking off names that really have every right to think they could be in the squad, but then you say to yourself, well, I've got Fletcher, Brown, Morrison, MacArthur playing at the highest level, Armstrong on fire, Kearney on fire, Bannon playing well for his club. So I've got all these players in that area, and I think that's what happens, So there's disappointed people probably in the squad who maybe not got a game, and there's also disappointed people who are not in the squad. But that's happened. We're stronger in some areas than we are in the others, that's for sure. But Tom Kearney's been absolutely fantastic this year. I think he could probably be the midfield player of the year in that league. And saying that, Matty Ritchie's got about 13 goals playing for Newcastle. So he's been magnificent. And so is Stuart. Stuart's been fantastic as well. So that's a huge bonus for not only me, but for the future of the Scottish midfield.
Final question.
Does Lee Griffiths come into the same bracket as the rest of the Celtic players, given that he's not played the amount of games?
Well, we'll give him the day off. But again, you're right, that he's not had as many games. So he could be the one exception that could see minutes, and probably will see minutes on Wednesday.